the second round from Gary Russell. Obviously, he's been out for 3 years. The thing is that has he lost a step? Right now, it's showing that he's not. He's so accurate, so perfectly timed right now.
I mean, you see that age of 37, but Gary Russell has always had among the fastest hands we've ever seen in boxing. Still retaining that speed, and look, he's a veteran of long layoffs. He lives in the gym, whether he's training or whether he's fighting, and you can see early, whatever he's throwing is hitting the front of the face of Castaneda.
Castaneda is no defensive genius, but I like the aggressiveness with which Gary Russell Jr. is coming out. And to me, he told us in the fighter meetings,
yes,
I'm throwing my left hand and it's good. I'm back.
Let me tell you, he's back, man. It's good so far.
It's landing, and he's starting fast. I would think that he was going to take this round and, get a feel out.
Flying
First, second round,
Superman
no, he came out
spaz.
guns blazing. He wanted to see where his accuracy was, and it's there so far for Gary Russell.
And look, he was honest. He said, we're going to take this one fight at a time. He doesn't know if this will lead to a busy comeback. He is a full-time trainer. He's running the family business, so to speak, and he does a great job at it. But so far, he looks comfortable despite a layoff of 1,274 days. And oh, by the way, the fight before was a more than 700-day
I want you to be
layoff.
glued to weird.
You want me to give you what the layoff total is for the last 7 fights? 3,500 days. That amounts to 9 years, 150 days, 151 days if you had a leap year in there. It's a long time.
But this is a guy that stays in the gym, one way or another. He's constantly training his brothers. I'm sure he's training himself. Again, he sleeps, eats, sees boxing every single day. Talking about Gary Russell, you see it tonight, landing every shot.
Nice combinations from Gary Russell Jr. I mean, you just see, he came here to fight tonight. He didn't come here to box. He didn't come here to look pretty, to show everybody what he's capable of doing. He came in here to say, I want to take the Fugitt out.
And the one thing, if this does lead to a comeback, he's had sort of soft online beefs with many a fighter in many different weight classes in recent years. He said he's not afraid to move up to welterweight if he had to. It's just good, though, to see him back. He knows what the loss of the father meant to his family. He's trying to fill those roles.
He actually took custody of 3 of his nieces and nephews after his other brother passed away. Gary
Russell back in 2020.
Yes. My house looks like a Chuck E. Cheese now. All those kids running out.
He took custody of all 3 of those children, bringing the total of 8 children. Gary Russell Jr.
Well, tonight, he is the man inside.
Pornography and condoms, sir, it said nothing. Hey, Chris. Students dorm, condom. Students dorm room. Pornography and condoms.
Oh. Condoms.
Yeah, name something in a college student's dorm room. Pornography and condoms.
Him tonight, and he's letting it go, which is what you want to see, Brian.
Figure. What is it? 22.
Let's also keep in mind, he take a lot of in his career. At times he was inactive. He had great defense and speed to jump out of the way as he did right there.
He's down.
Pornography and condoms. Yeah, name something in a college student's dorm room. Pornography and condoms.
He's down again. He's just got up at 7. Come on, Gary, finish him.
But tonight he's in against a former world champion, making his debut at lightweight. And making himself look good.
Look how he's taking his time. This is a master of the boxing. He is taking his time. He's thinking before throwing a punch. He's not going there guns blazing. He doesn't want to finish him quite yet. It seems like he wants to get the rhythm. He wants to get in some rounds. I don't know if I'm seeing that. You guys are seeing that, guys, but it doesn't seem like he wants to finish him right now.
Look, they say power's the last thing to go. This guy's still got that speed, the timing. That first knockdown was explosively quick two-punch combination.
He didn't go for the kill. Listen, he's still there. He's making work of Castañeda.
Oh, this could be it for Jimmy Cruz.
Back in here for another year. Give everybody their money's worth.
Give me at least 3 rounds. Come on, Gary.
If he taps out, then he wins.
That's about as impressive a run as we've seen out of Gary Russell Jr. in years.
Got him, yes.
Also, even if he's standing right in front of you, especially with the barrage of punches that Gary Russell, Mr. Gary Russell, right hook with that accuracy, that speed. You hardly ever see this boxing nowadays.
So Jimmy Cruz won.
Until he met another guy with those same qualifications in Vasily Lomachenko.
But you got to say it, though, to Russell's credit, he showed an incredible chin in that fight, an incredible will. Never stopped coming forward to the fight down the stretch.
Jiu tight. 10 seconds.
Two highly schooled fighters who had Olympic pedigree. Obviously, Gary missed out on that opportunity due to injury, but
Time.
tonight it's a different fighter that we're seeing.
Perfect round, guys. That was a perfect round. Way to relax on the inside.
Rodrigo
I like
Mosqueda's
that.
worked 31 fights with Gary Russell Jr. as we'll take a look at how he was so dominant in this round.
I got you.
This is how those knockdowns came about. The quickness from Gary Russell Jr. Step back. Here comes my left, and I finish with the right hook. It was more with the forearm, but still.
Oh, that is not looking good for the Cardinals. Nope.
And again, follow one shot after the other. I mean, the guy does not fall in love with his power. He knows that his speed is power.
And you can see his brother, the world champ, Gary Antoine Russell Jr., going sick in the crowd there in that replay.
This is the combination that you want to do in a video game. When you play a video game, you're pressing on those buttons for the guy in front of you to throw those punches. And Gary Russell, he does that, man. He's so fast.
Was that an 8-punch combination on that second knockdown?
And that was a nice straight left from Gary Russell Jr. You see how effective he's been, connecting on 43 power punches through 3 rounds compared to just 10 for Castañeda. Like he was outclassed against G.J. Zamora, a younger fighter, undefeated in his last fight on April 5th. This is a different level, and Gary Russell Jr. proving that, you know what, his power is carrying to the lightweight division.
He definitely is. I mean, and again, his power is the speed, it's the accuracy, the way he sets up his punches.
Mount is signed by Dusty Blake.
Look at that flurry of shots from Gary Russell Jr. Will Manny Pacquiao be able to turn back the clock as Gary Russell Jr. has been doing here in our final fight of this undercard?
That's a perfect example right here, Gary Russell, that, you know, it's just
I would do a lot top
He's
with
showing the accuracy, he's showing the power, he's showing the speed. Would Manny Pacquiao be able to do that tonight? We will find out.
Well, he's also back to showing those bad intentions after it looked like he was not carrying, but allowing Castañeda to survive at the end of last round. He's come out with a new attitude here in round 3.
I still feel that he's working on things right there, like, you know, putting up his hands, the defense. This is a type of fighter that you can do all that. Castañeda.
Confidence building fight for Gary Russell Jr. So far, that left shoulder is looking, if not 100%, pretty explosive. Nice counter, left and then a right over the ear of Castañeda, who complains of a rabbit punch. just lightning quick counters. Castañeda's not the quickest guy, let's just put it out there, but still, Russell seeing the shot and landing the shots like he does there.
An errant headbutt there.
Oh.
Time.
No cut. Harvey Doc.
Time call by Harvey Doc.
Wants to tap gloves, Castañeda, so let me tap you to the body instead.
Yes, got it.
Long, one of the most respected referees in this game.
Bad intentions right there from Russell. Made him miss. He wanted to make him pay, but didn't get there in time.
10 seconds.
Tonight in our co-main event, we will see a rematch. Sebastian Fundora granting Tim Zhu a rematch after winning the Unified Super Welterweight.
Time.
Here we are with that rematch tonight. Round 4 of a scheduled 10-round bout. Russell looking like old times per se.
He is.
Quick hands, accurate.
The accuracy's there, the timing, the fast jab, taking his time, breaking down the fighter. And he's always been known by that. He's not a fighter. Well, yeah, no, he's a killer. He's a killer. But again, he's carrying Castañeda in this fight. He want to get in those rounds, especially if this is not the only fight you want to do. Now, I'm guessing. I think that Russell wants to get his feet wet. He's got them wet now.
Touch there. The look from Castañeda is like, what are you doing?
Get the feel of boxing as lying for a world championship fight.
You have to wonder if the phone will start ringing for Gary Russell after a performance like this in a new division.
Another rabbit punch is Castañeda. Switches momentarily to the southpaw stance. That's body work, but you got to protect yourself. And Russell reminds us of that. Here is Castañeda. And the question is, how would you take a lightweight's punch? So far, so good for Russell.
Russell took a beautiful left hand. Again, twice. Gotta be careful. He's gotta get off the ropes.
It's very comfortable posture here.
Oh, man. That left hand is just finding a target. It's a heat-seeking missile to the face of Castañeda, who continues to bleed from the nose now. The crowd is getting hot. When was the last time?
I want Adam Fugitt to win.
That's a good point.
No, I want you with Adam Fugitt to win.
Again, the aggressiveness, the accuracy, the power shots. People love that.
I want Adam Fugitt to win because he is in the USA.
This was early Gary Russell Jr. where he was just running through guys.
And I like how he just stayed in there. He took those shots from Castañeda. He said, all right, you landed two, but guess what? You're not going to land a third. Fourth, here come my shots. And Gary Russell was really accurate.
Castañeda needs to focus on the body because he's not touching up top that well. That creates opportunities for Russell to just pot shot.
And hunting a lot, Castañeda and Russell definitely see it.
10 seconds. Time.
Muy buen
Look from 1980. Nice to see. No, it's that.
Went the way. Continue to do that.
Anyway. We're joined from the dugout by. Tonight's telecast is sponsored by Progressive Insurance. Step up to the plate for savings. We're joined from the dugout by Tori.
The hill, it's win day. To me as a younger player coming into the program, his family was very involved in the program. He was a captain marquee. But like I said, the player, the person, you know, it's no surprise that he's turned out to be one of the, like I said, one of the most successful managers in the game.
Yeah, the run they went on a couple of years ago was magical. They're trying to piece that together again. 2 pitches ago, that cutter to win was pretty dire.
Now he said he likes that. He took the bull by the horns. He's got the family where it needs to be. Now he wants to come out and see what he has left. And as we keep mentioning, he's got a lot left in there with these power shots he's putting together.
Yeah, and in this round, it's the right hook that's landing for Gary Russell Jr. It's almost like he's a scientist and they're working on something different every round.
You know, just to finish what you said, your thoughts, Brian, and perhaps the 3 years that he took off, it wasn't, those 3 years, a lot happened in his life. His father passed away, his brother. I mean, he had so much going on, training his brothers, and now, like you said, taking time for himself, and it seems like he really is enjoying himself tonight. Look at that, just walking around the ring. He missed that. Me as a boxer, I missed that. Just being up there and being able to do what you want. Sometimes your head, around my fight when I came back after 4 years, my mind's telling me one thing and my body's telling me another thing. Everything's working.
He said that there's some unfinished business in his career. He didn't like the scoring in the Max Ido fight. He felt like he won that easily with one arm. So this is really him coming back and finding out, seeing what's left. And what's left seems to be a lot as he continues to pour on here against Castaneda.
And it's not serendipity, right? There's a reason that Messiah was on the opener tonight, looked good, and now we got Gary Russell Jr. looking spectacular against Uwa Tigre Castañeda. He's wiping the stripes off of the Tiger off here in the 5th round. With flurries of speed and power. Nice right hook. Nice shot.
These buckle this Castaneda right there.
Yeah, did. When you start dancing around like that, Abner, he's trying to get the feeling back in your legs.
Yeah, they're probably numb right now from that shot. Wake up, peace. Just a great performance right now with Russell.
Walking him into shots here in the 5th round, but hey, Castañeda's game. There's a reason they call him the Tiger. He's also the cousin of Nestor de Tigre Garza, the former world champion out there in Texas in McAllen. Boxing runs in both families, but deeper in the veins of all the Russells.
And for all the kids, all the young amateurs
That
watching this fight right now, this is how you implement great boxing. Working your opponent, not letting the opponent work you. That's what Gary Russell's doing.
Good job. Control your breathing. Back up. There we go. Back up. Good, there we go.
After a 4th round that our unofficial score Larry Hazard gave to Castañeda, it was back to the dominance of Gary Russell Jr. saying, "Call me Mister," when I step into that ring. Now you see the scorecard on the screen, 49-44 in favor of Gary Russell.
2 knockdowns in round 2.
No.
And he's second after that, but Russell's really given himself a few rounds to continue to work himself back into the rhythm, the timing, and get a chance to explore his entire game.
And he's doing that. And again, Castañeda, he's that type of style that lets you work.
He's down.
Russell Jr., that may be it.
Broke his jaw.
What heart this young man has. He sells hats on the side. He designs that. Good thing he has a secondary business going, because this boxing thing against an elite fighter like Gary Russell Jr., it's a hard business.
And again, Russell's taking his time, not going for the kill. I love this. Again, as many rounds as you can get, Russell, go ahead. By all means, this is entertaining.
I'm just happy to have him back.
Yes.
Remember all those years we wanted to see him fight 2 times, 3 times a year.
Yeah,
One
exactly.
time a year I would take at some point, you know?
He's trying to make up for those years that he was out.
I mean, look at the counter speed, and the legs of Castañeda are completely gone. Harvey Doc's really going to have to take a look at it, because the body language, the just discombobulated left hooks that he's throwing at this point, there's nothing behind it, but there's something behind the left of Gary Russell Jr.
You could hear that left hand reverberate around the arena from the popping sound.
That mouth is open from Castañeda. I think he broke his jaw. Honestly, that was a really hard shot that dropped Castañeda. And even the corner, I hope that they consider stopping this fight, because he's just taking a punishment.
Unfortunately, Abner, I heard him say, "You're Mexican. Don't do this." That is like the worst
I mean,
thing
that does
I wanna
echo
hear.
what Castañeda said this week in the undercard press conference. I'm from Mexico. We're badasses. I want to show everyone what Reynoso, Mexico is all about.
I hope the corner takes care of him. That's what my hope is for this fight, because it's starting to get out of hand. And look, I understand Russell wanting to carry him, but it could get into the point of danger zone for Castañeda.
No doubt. As much as we're enjoying the finesse, the beautiful boxing from Russell, it's another man taking
10 seconds.
And I hope that the corners realize that, or even the referee.
Time.
Listen, if they have a conscience over in the corner,
No deje caer la moral, no deje caer la moral, levántese, vamos, siéntate, no me deje caer la moral, traemos más. ¿Cómo te sientes? Aquí voy su continuo. Que si quieres continuar, claro que sí, Vamos a darle, mijo, vamos a darle, te ocupo bien vivo, te ocupo bien vivo, vamos a cerrar esto, vamos a cerrarlo, pero necesito que se siga.
3 knockdowns in this fight. This was the last one, Abner.
Yeah, this is a look of a knockdown. Beautiful step back. He missed the left hand and he landed with that right hook. It's the timing, everything. I like this from a softball. Mostly softballs, they throw a single left hand straight and they miss. But no, not Gary Russell. He missed with that and he comes back with that right hook. That's the right hook that I think obviously hurt, but I think broke Castañeda's chin.
And you saw how his mouth was completely open.
Yeah.
Well, it did look like the ringside doctor was giving a very close look to Castañeda in the corner. No further action was taken here as we continue in round 7.
And I want to talk about that left hand that most of these softballs had. They fall in love with this sometimes. They throw it constantly left, straight, overhand, and they don't throw that right hook. The one that used to throw it a lot and did a lot of damage, Juan Manuel Lopez, all the time, and got many knockouts with it. Because the fighter, me as a right-hander, I'm expecting that left hand, but guess what? I'm not expecting the right hook.
Great analysis. After breaking down. Now Castañeda wants to give Russell a little bit of, remember the push down a couple rounds ago?
A little bit of intimidation.
Yes. A little bit of both. When you're frustrated, you try to intimidate.
I'll be intimidated by the performance that Russell's giving tonight.
Nice right uppercut, left hook from Russell. This could be it. It should be it here in the 7th round.
This is Russell with his back to the corner, still outlanded and hurting Castaneda. There's some good body work here.
I mean, the only thing you would think is like, all right, you want to toy around? Go, Castaneda. Let's see what you got.
That's exactly what Gary Russell's doing tonight at this moment. Just toying with Castaneda, letting him throw and land those shots. They're all arm punches, nothing flush to the face or body.
That was flush. The left hand from Russell.
See Russell's throwing some off-speed shots, just touching the face of Castaneda as he looks probably to set up a big power shot that maybe can bring an end to this fight.
He's walking a bit to it, Adam.
Yeah, no, that's another thing that Russell does. He changes the speed up in the air, like mid-punch. He changes the speed, and that's why you don't see the punch.
See the advantage there for Gary Russell Jr., in total punches landed. It has been one-sided. That has not deterred Castaneda from continuing to come forward.
Ooh, that's a nice right hook from Russell. That was punishing. But Castaneda has got too much heart to go down again. And this is probably the worst thing for Castaneda.
Yes, I was just thinking that because now he's going to feel that he's in the fight.
10 seconds.
And the corner's going to believe he's recovered. And the referee, Harvey Knox, is saying like, oh, he's still got something left.
Time.
That's what we wanted to see is what they're yelling. You see?
Que no te gane tu pensamiento.
Don't let your mentality defeat you. You're greater than what you believe you are.
Más grande que
You're bigger
eso.
than that.
Esa es tu mentalidad,
That
mijo.
has to be your
Tu mentalidad
mentality.
de triunfador. Eso
You're a
es lo que eres
winner.
tú.
That's what you are, a winner.
No te dejes que caer tu autoestima. Al
Don't let
contrario,
your self-esteem go down. Get up.
Levántate como le estás haciendo, mijo.
Just like you're doing.
Pégale duro.
Hit him hard.
Pégale duro. Abajo lo vas a parar. Te
Downstairs, you
estamos
can stop
diciendo.
We've been telling you for a long time.
Todo este tiempo y lo vas a parar. Wanted to show all the double fit. Box. Make this shit easy. Make him run this out. Okay. He's stupid. Keep it chill. Put his mouth in his hand. He's about to do it. Box. Take the deep breath. Let's go. Let's go, coach. Okay.
I mean, you get a guy getting hyped up in the other corner, and you know that it's a false sense of security.
Oh, yeah. He's going to start making mistakes now because he's going to believe that he's in the fight. And he did something in that last round, which he did. He threw a lot of punches. But guess what? None of them landed.
Now, what do you make of Gary's his brother, Gary Russell, Gary Allen Russell III, the trainer for this fight, telling him to box now? When he does let his hands go, he's been dropping or hurting Castaneda routinely.
Again, I think they probably planned this while they did this fight, and they're just practicing right now. This is a fight where they're using the entire 10 rounds to do different things, and this is the 9th round. All right, I want you to box now.
After he did throw 86 punches in that 7th round of fight high, connected 26 for 30%. So he actually outlanded the 60 to 55 for Russell, but it's the type of punches that he landed. It's what he did or didn't do in terms of damage.
And this is what makes this family so great. Speaking of the Russell family, Russell could have finished this fight in the 2nd, 3rd round, but he chose not to. This is the 9th round. I'm sure he's going to carry him all the way to the 10th, but he wins more than anything. It would have been a spectacular knockout, yes. People would have been excited, yes, but guess what? He didn't get much experience. He didn't let his punches go. This is a guy that's been out for 3 years, so he's getting a lot more of these 9, 10 rounds that we're seeing from Gary Russell.
But I would think that his corner, his brother was telling him, hey, go get him out of there now. He's going to walk into something. I think this is the time where you say, I'm back, guys. And how do you do it? With the left hand. If it's the left shoulder surgery that took you out last time, that's what you do.
Put the cherry on the top. Yeah, and Castaneda's going to walk into something.
Because if not, after people are going to say, they're going to watch it, maybe they didn't listen in, and they're going to see like, he went 10 rounds with this guy? Isn't this the guy that got blasted by Devler Zamora, a 15-year-old fighter, just a couple months ago?
Yeah, I think, yeah, any fighter that doesn't know boxing, I get it, Bernardo, but anyone that knows boxing, we know that Gary Russell's carrying Castellana.
That's the context of it that sometimes you don't get.
Yeah.
When you look at BoxRec or when you look
Understood, yeah.
You know what I mean? It's like, that's why to me you got to put a stamp on it. You got to come in here and say, like,
you're right. And maybe you will do it in the 10th round.
Right hook.
Castaneda trying uppercuts this round, really trying to find something that will turn the momentum in his favor.
There's a body work right there from Castaneda.
And it feels like Russell's fine with that. He wants that one perfect counter shot off the ropes that can bring that spectacular ending.
Die.
Yeah, giving you everything. Two. Look, this is a rematch. There's a lot of adjustments that need to be made. Who will be able to make the right adjustments? Fundora retain his belt, or Zuda regain it? Here, right in front of our eyes, Gary Russell Jr. is regaining his status as a quick, dangerous, power-punching fighter.
He showed the speed, the explosiveness, the footwork, the great variety of punches. And he's really been dictating the terms. If he's in the corner, it's because he wants to be.
I mean, 47%. Anytime on the CompuBox numbers you approach 50%, you should be knocking him out. You know what I mean? And look, we talked about it. Yes, he should have. It's a desire thing here of wanting to learn. Because you're right, Abner. It's like he already got his timing back early on, which was the big question mark: is how's his timing going to be? How's his left shoulder going to be? Well, it's all great.
No, I hear what you're saying. This is the 10th round. And again, the fatigue is definitely in play right now for Russell. Maybe he feels that he cannot let his hand go as much as he was able to in the first couple of rounds. He doesn't want to tire out too much. But this is the last round. Yeah, you make a point. Just get him out there.
And look, at the end of the day, Russell's throwing half as many jabs as he did in his previous 7 fights. And he told us, he was honest, I don't ever think my shoulder is going to be at 100%. But guess what? He's making up for it with power shots with that left. He's like, if I'm going to throw it, it's going to be worth it.
Yeah, no, and he is showing it tonight.
Like that one. And look, Castaneda continues to complain that they're behind the ear.
I don't know why they're that hard that he feels it at the back of his head.
Because they snap his neck around.
Yeah.
But what about the toughness of Castaneda tonight?
Yeah.
Too tough, probably for his own good.
Really tough, hard-nosed. I mean, gave it all he could.
Yeah, this is the first 10-round bout of Castaneda's career. Also the first time he's fighting a former world champion. So this will give him some much-needed experience on this level. Might also give him a headache after the amount of punches that he's taken in this fight, but still looking to pin Russell in the corner. You wonder if Russell's just kind of auditioning this position for future fights, showing that comfort there with his back to the ropes.
Ooh, that just barely missed from Gary Russell Jr. And you can see loading up, and that's a dangerous place to be against a talent like Russell.
Necesito que me des el round de tu vida,
I need you to give me the round of your life,
Necesito que
son.
me des ese tercer round.
I need this third round when you became a champion. With an impressive performance from Gary Russell Jr.
Oh, he's down. He's down. He just got the 8. Yes, he won.